Growing up, that was my lifetime ambition, to beat Vladimir Klitschko, to be heavyweight champion of the world. You know, I went over to Germany and it didn't feel like I was doing a great thing. Something I'd worked for my whole life, and when I finally achieved it, it was like, oh well, that was a load of rubbish. I wasn't expecting now to feel like this. Well, after the fight, I tried to block it out. I tried to put it in the back of my mind. I tried to carry on training and go on holiday with the family and all that, but eventually got the better of me. And it was like, what is the point in living? What am I living for? All right, I won a belt. What does it mean? And then another fight with Klitschko got rearranged, and I think it's very plain for everybody to see if they watched the press conference before the second fight. They was like, oh, what's it mean to be heavyweight champion of the world? I said, it means nothing.
I can wake up in the morning, everything's fine. The afternoon I could commit suicide. And it's the same with everything I do. I could go to the gym to lift one weight and stay in there for 4 hours. But really, does it matter who wins or loses?
Well, I think it probably does, doesn't it?
Well, why does it matter?
Because you're the champion. You don't want to lose those belts.
But I'm still going to get paid, don't I, if I lose or win? Am I or not?
You are, but does it not mean something to you to be walking around as world heavyweight champion?
Nothing. Doesn't mean as much as this jumper means to me. Nothing.
This is coming from a man who had everything: money, fame, glory, titles, a wife, a family, kids, everything. But I felt as if I had nothing. I felt there was an empty, gaping hole that was just filled with gloom and doom, and it just was one bad thing happened to me after another. Like I said, I was waking up and I didn't want to be alive. I was making everybody's life a misery. Everybody who was close to me was pushing away. Nobody could talk to me, talk any sense into me at all. And I'd go very, very, very low at times, very low. And I'd start thinking all these crazy thoughts and this, that and the other. And I was in my car. I bought a brand new Ferrari convertible in the summer of 2016. And I was in it and I was on the highway. And there's a strip of the highway where I am. And at the bottom of about a 5-mile strip, there's a massive bridge that crosses the motorway. And I knew that. And I got the car up to 190 miles an hour. I was heading towards that bridge. And I didn't care what no one was thinking. I didn't care about hurting my family, me career, people who friends, anybody. I didn't care. I didn't care about nothing. I just wanted to die so bad. I give up on life. And just as I was heading towards that bridge at 190 in this Ferrari, it had crushed like a Coke can, by the way, if I'd have hit it. I heard a voice say, no, don't do this, Tyson. Think about your kids. Think about your family and your little boys and girls growing up with no father. And everyone saying your dad was a weak man. He left yous. He took the easy way out because he couldn't do anything about it. And before I turned into the bridge, I pulled on the motorway and I was shaking. I could feel myself shaking, and I pulled over and I was all nervous and I didn't know what to do. I was frightened and I was so afraid. And I thought, that day, I'll never, ever, ever try or think about taking my own life ever again. And I was out 2017 Halloween. I was a 400 pounds dressed up as a skeleton. And I go to this fancy dress party and I'm looking around and I'm thinking, these are all young kids compared to me. I'm 30 and I feel like I was the oldest guy in there, like 29. I was like, what am I doing here? Is this what you want for your life? And I thought to myself, this is not me. And no matter how many people told me before this, where I was going wrong, what I was doing, you need to act your life. You can only change your life if you want to change it. From that day, I got my tracksuit on in the morning and I was going to run 2 miles. I got about 200 yards and stopped. And I thought, right, I can't run. I've run all my life. I've always been a very good runner. And I got 200 yards and I was totally gone. I could feel my belly moving on the. It wasn't like a fat like jelly. It was like solid brick. It was a horrible feeling. I thought, okay, I'm going to walk the rest, and I walked. And while I was walking, I was on my phone, and I saw a little video from Deontay Wilder, and he said, Tyson Fury let himself down, let his family down. He said he's that fat, he'd never come back. He said, and I'm glad he's gone because I'd have knocked him out anyway. Just rambling on nonsense here. And I thought to myself, you know what? I'm going to give it you proper. You're my motivation now. I'm coming back to get you. And every day I'd go out on the canal and I'd do a little run in my sweatsuit. And every day I'd get a little bit further until I was doing 4 and 5 mile again.
Consistently, every day.
Every single
never
day.
Set back. Never said, no, that's enough for today. No.
Even in the rain, I was out with me Mac on.
You just a phony, man. This is just for act. You know where I am, you know what time, you know what place. I ain't scared of nobody. I'll come in your backyard, baby, for that, my man.
I fight for those people, all the oppressed, depressed, alcoholics, drug addicts. I fight for all those people.
What about
I
the
fight to give them hope every day so they can wake up in the morning and know there's somebody out there banging for us.
As simple as the jab and win the first couple rounds.
A right hand, down goes Wilder!
Wilder!
Down goes Wilder! He's knocked down! Oh my goodness!
Mouth open.
Wilder is exhausted. Fury, down goes Wilder again! For the second time in the fight!
He needs to take a close look at Deontay Wilder, and his corner may have to make a decision.
A referee in charge, Kenny Bayless, recognizes the request of the corner and stops the contest. He is the winner by way of technical knockout. He is still the undefeated lineal heavyweight champion and the new WBC heavyweight champion of the world, the Gypsy King.